It's one of those days. It's one of those times where you just need to sit and reflect. There is a sadness in the air. There is a sense of being that is no longer in the giant organization. There is just sadness and sorrow for all the world to see. For we have lost something today, and we have lost something of meaning. No longer will we have
King of the Almost Sack.
The sound effect will have to be retired. I don't know what else to say about that. I know what to say. Hey, goodbye. You got a second round pick for him. You got a fifth round pick for him. You fleeced the St. Louis. You fleeced the Seattle Seahawks. I'm fine with that. I'm good. We got the big pimp name slick bag. Goodbye.
King of the Almost Sack.
You know what? If you want to be honest, we need to we got to look at it honestly. Did he ever live up to the expectations of his contract after that one big season? No. So for them to get any type of assets, I got to move my camera a little bit so you can see my head. For them to get a second rounder and a fifth rounder for Leonard Williams, more power to him. 2 thumbs up on this end. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. I'm happy with that. You know what? Because it allows us to move potentially into trading up into the draft to get maybe a top flight quarterback. So let's the wholesale begin. We are open for business. Hey, but what do I got for Dory Jackson? What do I got for Dory Jackson? Do I get a second round? Do I get a second round? Do I hear a second round? Second round. I got a second round for Dory Jackson. Do I hear a second round plus a fifth? Second round plus a fifth. We're open for business. And honestly, at this point in time, if you look at it, don't hit the like button. If you're looking at it from a perspective of football, you got Eshaun, you got Dex, you have the likes of Jordan Riley if he ever comes back, DJ Davidson is around, bouncing around there somewhere. You got the Nacho because we always like nachos. So think about it. You're okay, and you got a second and a fifth. I'm all good. I'm good. We got to talk about this game. We got to talk about Leonard Williams again. We also have to talk about the fact that evidently Daniel Jones was cleared to play. Just nobody told the head coach. Is anyone actually buying this? I mean, is anyone literally sitting here and saying, oh, yeah, we believe him. He was cleared on Saturday, but nobody told the head coach. I miss Joe Judge. I miss Jason Garrett. Because this is the same shit show with those guys. I mean, let's be honest. Let's just be honest a second. Let's literally just be honest about this. Nobody told the head coach. Nobody mentioned to the head coach that your quarterback, your star quarterback, $160 million man, was ready to go. Nobody mentioned it. There's an old saying, liar, liar, pants on fire. What does the pimp name Slickback also have to say here? Hey, Tim, I don't know if you heard about the $25 million insurance kicker for Daniel Jones. It is hilarious how folks claim this contract was good. I know about the contract kicker. We've talked about the contract kicker, that he gets $25 million more if he can't play, if the contract is voided out because of injury. It just gets worse and worse by the moment. When did this get bad? Now, first of all, we go over the fact that the last 17 games were a 5-11-1. And with multitudes of blowouts. The defenses look good in spots. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. They look good in spots. But they've also going to look good in spots against bad teams. Zacatec says, Mr. Authentic said Kavon Thibodeaux had a big game, but one thing he forgot to mention, Kavon saved the time for the Jets. Here's the thing about Kavon Thibodeaux. Kavon Thibodeaux had a good game. Kavon Thibodeaux had his 3 sacks. I just crack up to the fact because someone even mentioned it in the stream, and I thought it was kind of funny, that it was very Marcus Golden-esque. And Marcus Golden, of course, he had 10.5 sacks, led the bad Giants in that sack category. It was one of those things that, yeah, he had 3 sacks. He had a good game, 100%. And I was one of the few people to mention and to point out, and I didn't even see it in the papers, that he kind of also helped cost the Giants the game. They get the 29-yard pass, was it to Lazard, in the middle of the field. You don't throw the ball into the middle of the field, first of all. And for some reason, Zach Wilson decided, you know what, I'm going to throw 2 passes into the middle of the field. You don't do that. They complete that pass. 17 seconds, the clock is still running. It literally would have taken probably 11 to 12, if not 13 seconds to run up there, line up, and snap the ball. So what are you going to have? Maybe 2-3 seconds left? So then you take a shot in the end zone. The penalty stops the clock. The penalty stopped the clock with 17 seconds left. And this was not the first time that he was offsides that day. Excuse me. Even my wife pointed out at one point, number 5 run over the line. Before that play, went over the line before everyone else snapped the ball. So that cost the Giants the point because of the fact that without that defensive penalty, there's no way they get to the position to have another play to get to a position to snap the ball to kick the game-tying field goal. But nobody wants to talk about it. I'm the only idiot that talked about it. I even said he went from hero to scapegoat and everyone's like, well, if we didn't miss the field goal, I don't have a problem with I don't have the problem with the field goal being missed because you got Ganoa-Matic. I don't have a problem with that because then also if you miss the field goal, you still have a team with no timeouts and 20 something seconds left. You should be able to win that game in the rain, where you've dominated Zach Wilson all game long, but all of a sudden you give up some big plays and you turn around and people are shocked. We're stunned. Well, the defensive penalty for offside stops the clock. But we don't want to talk about it. Why did you bring that up? You're supposed to just bring up happy, wonderful things. Good evening, says Mike Lee. Fellow Colt members, smash the like button. Zach attacks. If the Giants trade Barkley, they are all in Daniel Jones. Better not than Tyrod Jones. If they keep Barkley, we are drafting Michael Penix or Drake May. Here's my thing. It was by the grace of God that all of a sudden we have this injury to Saquon Barkley, and all of a sudden Daniel Jones is miraculously cured. All of a sudden it came down for the heavens and Daniel Jones is cured. He's cured. And it happened just before the media cycle at 9 in the morning. I mean, literally, is anyone else buying it? Is anyone else buying it? I mean, don't forget the like, but are you anyone buying it? That he's just miraculously cured. Maybe they just didn't want him to go up against that Jet defense. We got the OGR Sports in his house. Says Damian Jackson. I've been saying Mayers has been the problem since Mayers been the problem since Pat Shurmur. You're 100% right. What's up, Big Chris? Everything's going good. Jeff says, Timmy, listen to me. The field goal at the end of the game by the Jets in slow motion. It shows the kick was wide left. The referee was blind. Giants should have won the game. Yeah, okay. There's sarcasm in there. What does JD say? Oh, GR, it's crazy to think that Merrill wouldn't take Pat Mahomes. It is crazy. What's up, Mr. Sports Highlight, Daniel Sports Highlight Show? OG says we might as well talk about the draft because the season is over. Paris Campbell will be traded to the Bills. You got Paris Campbell. You got Adoree Jackson. I would move on from Saquon. I really would at this point in time. If you can get a 2 and a 5 for Leonard Williams,
King of the almost sack.
if you can get that for Leonard, Shane could find a moron to give us 3 first rounders for Saquon. Leonard never lived up to the contract. The day he signed that deal, I said, this is not good. This is going to put us in cap purgatory. What he had, 6.5 sacks, 5 sacks, 6 sacks. But don't worry, he had all these pressures. He's king of the almost sack. I'm more sad that we're retiring king of the almost sack. Is anyone else sad that we're retiring king of the almost sack? I am literally crushed. OGR says, Tim, nachos only good when they have first come out of the oven. Hey-o, I love me some nachos, man. Nachos and fries. Pimp names look back, drop it in the big super chat. Let's say promising not to trade Saquon is bad business. You're right. You got sports critics saying, what's up? You're right. Promising, saying with any certainty that you are not going to trade a player is bad for business. Everyone should be available. Everyone. And you should just hang a big sign like it says on the thing. We are open for business. Come on down. Who do you want? Take who you want. You are 5-11-1 in your last 17 games. I'm going to say that slowly. 5-11-1. You have suffered multiple blowouts. You are getting gashed in the middle of the field against the run on multiple occasions. And I know some content creators say, well, the interior of the line is forcing to the run to the outside, which is why we're having this problem. No. There are plenty of times they take it right up the gut. They run right at Leonard and they run right at Dex. Plenty of times. It's time. 16, assuming Todd even got it. Todd's got it right here. 6-13-1 over the last 20 by my count. I can't count. James Williams said, I don't know if anyone has noticed that the Giants have been bad business for almost a decade. I'm doing, what's up, Kareem? I'm doing good, my friend. How you doing? I'm doing well. Seattle, Jalen Williams is going to be an all-pro in Seattle. Watch. He's going to be what he is. He is what he is. He is what we thought they were. He's just an average defensive lineman that you paid Aaron Donald-esque money. Alex Sports, what's up, man? How you doing, Alex Sports? Up? What's going on? We got his greatness. Says trade Shepard. What are you going to trade Shepard for? A couple of flat cans of Coke? He doesn't play. He should be well rested. I love it. James Williams said it best. We sat here. We looked by the grace of God, and all of a sudden, praise Jesus. Daniel Jones, I lay my hands upon you, and you are healed. That's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. We aspired to be the Jets. I mean, I don't get it. When did this Mike just says this team is depressing. Well, you're still going. You and your soon-to-be lovely wife are still going to the game with me. So I don't care. I don't care. Adoree Jackson is the next to go. You should be the next to go. You want find out what you got in your young corners. Put them out there. Mr. Albert says KT has potential. I just asked more than one day already, guys, in the coming years. Not so many projected players, please. I don't think Kavon Thibodeaux is a bust. I've said Kavon Thibodeaux is not a bust. I've said that a million times before, but I am going to say this: he shows up in spots. And when you sack a quarterback when he's in the pocket for like 7.5 seconds, I'm not calling me not impressed. I'm sorry, calling me not impressed. And then when you jump off sides, I know we're not allowed to talk about it, but when you jump off sides, give them a free play, they take it down the middle of the field, and then the clock stops. Color me again, not impressed. Sorry. You have to be good consistently. And consistently is the key. And I'm not saying that, like I said, I still believe in Kavon Thibodeaux. I still believe he can do things. But let's just look at this. Dallas game, 4 tackles. Cardinals game, 0. 49ers, 3. Seattle, 2. Miami, 2. Buffalo, 1. Commanders, 4. Jets, 9. Sack total. Cowboys, 0. Cardinals, 0. 49ers, 1. Seahawks, 2. And Seahawks sacks was great. He got one in the beginning of the game and then he got a garbage sack at the end. Miami, 1. Bills, 0. Then you have the Commanders, 1.5, and then you have 3. I would need to see consistency. Consistency. Like the news, it's all depressing. It's not depressing because you want to know why? We're here together. I like this one. We need a new kicker. What happened to Gano-O-Matic? I can't fault. I could fault Dable for a lot of things recently, but I can't fault him for taking Gano-O-Matic, putting him on the field, and sealing. That seals the game. You get 4th and 1. You don't get it. You still get the ball where they're at. You kick that field goal. You're kicking off. You kick. You do a little squib kick. You burn at least 7 seconds off the clock. Again, you're giving them a shot to the end zone because they need a touchdown to win. I don't fault Dable for that at all. Everyone's like, well, you got to go with your man with Barkley and get the yards. No, I don't fault him for that. I fault him for the collapse in the defense. I fault the team for giving up 2 big plays, and I fault Kavon Thibodeaux for being offsides. That's what I fault. Because those are the things that, yes, are an outcome. You only have 20-something seconds left, and they still have to drive 60 yards or 55 yards to get in position for a long field goal with no timeouts, and the passes go towards the middle of the field. Something's very wrong here. What does Bob say? Oh, thank you for the super chat. Bob says, did you know the NBA has a midseason tournament now? Actually, no, I did not know that. Really? I honestly actually did not know that. We'll have to talk about that later, Bob, but that's good. That's actually very interesting because I did not know that. Zach says Zach Wilson ran into Kavon Thibodeaux 4 times because the Jets offensive line also was down 2 centers and had a guard playing center, and then also lost the other lineman. But that's okay. we just got to make shit up. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just more sad that I am just bummed.
King of the almost sack.
I think what we're gonna do is I have of course the mouse pads. I got a couple t-shirts. Not today, but I think on Sunday stream, in honor of Leonard, we are going to give away King of the Almost Sack merchandise. We're going to have to. Todd says, Gano is old. His knee is broken. Call Raul Alegre. Can we get Ali Hashishik instead? Greatness 81 says the Giants need to switch to a 4-3. Tibbs needs to put his hand. Tibbs needs to be a down lineman. Said this a million times. I said this when we drafted him. Put your hand in the dirt. Keep him that way. He's not a linebacker. He's not going to be good in coverage. He's not going to be good enough in coverage. I agree. I agree. I also don't think he's strong enough to play the traditional 4-3, but as a spot pass rusher, as a young JPP-esque type, JPP played the run extremely well. I think he can do it. OG says, I don't fault Brian Dable. He's trying to draft his best quarterback next year. Ancient history. It's time to rebuild, says the Frank. The sounds of Sinatra and the way you look tonight. Giants invent new and creative ways to lose every season. You know, it's funny. It wasn't as bad. Okay, the Tommy DeVito game plan is this. I blame. You want me to talk? You want me to blame Brian Dable for something? You knew Jake Fromm couldn't throw. Said this about Jake Fromm before he started that game. Jake Fromm was in the huddle. He had command. He got his team to the line. He had command. He was able to make his shifts. He was able to make his. He was able to call out the mic. He was able to recognize the defense. He looked like an NFL quarterback until the ball was snapped. Then all bets were off. But they still tried to throw. Tommy DeVito is your third string quarterback. I've said this for 3 weeks. People thought I was nuts. Sign Carson Wentz. Sign Nick Foles. Sign Matt Barkley. Stack him away on the practice squad. You're not paying him anything. And then you bring him on the roster at the veteran minimum. And with the new rules with the three quarterbacks, you could have had one of them in the backup. How do you go into a game knowing that the Jets defense is stingy? They got some giddy up and go after the quarterback. You got a 34-year-old quarterback who hadn't started games till 2021, who has a history of injuries, and think that the whole season was going to rely on this game and we were going to be okay with Tommy DeVito? Where was the thought process in that? Think about that.
You were serious about that?
Yeah, I was. Sign Nick Foles. Sign Carson Wentz. Matt Barkley knows the system. He can run it just as bad as Daniel Jones. But you didn't. And then this bullshit of nobody told me that he was healthy. Sorry, I've been in NFL locker rooms. I've been in NFL meeting rooms. I have never heard the medical staff not have in-depth meetings with the head coach, with the position coaches, with the assistant coaches, and talk about the health of players and if they can play or not. Back in the day, even when I played, they used to be like, well, just shoot them up. Numb it, let them go. But for some unknown reason, Daniel Jones is so different than anyone else because of the fact, I don't know why. But no one told Brian Daboll since Saturday that his $160 million franchise quarterback was good to go. I would have been more impressed with Brian Daboll if he came out and said, I thought Tyrod Taylor gave us a better opportunity to win on Sunday against the Jets. And I would rather put Daniel Jones away in the dome in Las Vegas than I want to put him in MetLife against the Jets. I would have respected him more for that. Joe Judge is laughing in his grave. He's not dead. But when he dies, hopefully in 100 years, he's going to laugh. Montana says, just got back from New York and took COVID home. Well, you should have took a shirt that just says, I went to New York and all I got is this lousy t-shirt, Montana. What the hell are you taking COVID home with you for? I feel like the Giants played me. I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Montana. I really do. Let's see. Ronald says, New York Giants sale already started with Leonard Williams next. And Saquon Barkley to me has got to go. You got to get rid of Bark. You got to get rid of Adoree. I don't know how that thumbs up thing comes up, but that is the greatest freaking thing ever. There are super stickers and a thumb thing. That is the greatest thing ever. Look, it came up again. Mike Lee says, guys, about automatic this season, can automatic. He's already missed one early in the game. I thought he heard him admit to hold hurt prior to the game. If true, I don't blame Dibs. Yeah, it's true. Tibbs is more explosive in his hand in the dirt. I was watching his college tape. I agree with that. I think he does. I think he should stay with hand in the dirt. Let's see here. Are the Giants bringing in any quarterbacks for the backup spot? They have to bring in somebody tomorrow. You have to, because even if Daniel Jones goes, you're going to go against Tommy DeVito. You threw the ball 4 times. I was back in 2006 that I think it was the Titans. I don't know, maybe they were the Oilers. Was the last team to win a game with negative passing yards. Are we going to try that again? Hey, let's try this negative passing yard thing again. It's awesome. Michael says, I can't wait until the day we are celebrating again for Sundays. I've turned around. I'm not giving up on Dave. I'm not giving up on Dave or Shane yet. I'm not. But it is very judgian. It really is. What's going on here? It really is very judgian. It's almost like Shakespearean. It really is. It really is. It is getting to the point that this is, and we're not going to call it judging anymore. We are going to call it Shakespearean. To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings of arrows of outrageous misfortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles by opposing them to the end, to die, to sleep, no more. That's what it's become. Logic's Big Tim. I never got my King of the All Sack mug. Oh, we'll have to send it to you. Send me your. I sent it to. Wasn't it sent to Germany? Email me at tim@onlineBigBlue.com. tim@onlineBigBlue.com. We'll take care of that. I think Matt Barr is available. As well. Let's see here. Did we get a second round? We got a second and a 5 for
King of the almost sack.
What does Roy say? Hope my granddaughters aren't in their 20s when the Giants come together. I hope not either. Sports, because aren't they young? Sports critics says Tommy DeVito related to Danny DeVito. Really? Hold on. Wait, I can't find it now.
You were serious about that?
Alex says Joe Shane is stupid for not getting a true professional. Just stack them on the sideline. It's okay. You can put guys with experience on the practice squad. You can do that. It's all right. We're not going to tell anybody. You have them in the system for 3 weeks. You go out and you get someone, even if you want to go with Matt Barkley, you go out and get someone that knows the system that can come in and can do what they do better than that thing you do. Doing that thing you do a hell of a lot better than our old buddy, Tommy DeVito. I'm still looking for something here. I really gotta label the soundboard. Oh no, here we go. This is always no, I'm not gonna do that one. I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore now. Now I've just reached a point where I am so flustered. I am so I don't know. We're the Mud Dogs from the movie Waterboy, except we don't have Bobby Boucher. Can we trade for Malik? Seriously, not sarcasm. I would. After, Malik is just not a fit. He's not a Vrabel guy. I would not be shocked if he ends up in Minnesota, to be honest. If I want to be honest, Mike Glenn, the offense hasn't thrown the ball downfield since the first of the Washington game. Did Mara call down and say we are making DJ look bad? Throw the ball for 120. He did. He said to DJ, "We're making DJ look bad, man. Have Tyrod fall on the ball." Did you see the two Jet vendors go to the Giants locker room by accident? No, I didn't see that. Todd says, why is this contract and why is this head asking about him every day? You know what? I don't buy. I don't buy it. I don't buy it that this Dable did not know that his star quarterback was healthy. I don't buy it. Sorry. I cannot believe no one from Saturday till 1:00 on Sunday came up to Brian Dable at any point in time and said your quarterback is ready to go. Yeah. It's a clown show. Do we need to? Let's not get fucking crazy. I think the fever from the COVID's making you delirious. I don't apologize to anyone. I'm not apologizing to Joe Judge. See what it says? Okay. At 63 years old, I'm afraid I have not seen another Super Bowl while Mara owns a team. Maybe he could sell it to James Dolan.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry. We should trade a Dory for the dumb pass. Oh, the dumb pass interference penalty. Also, we're not even going to get into that. Todd Taylor says, Clary Collins, Phil Simms, just Hostetler are limbering up. Hell, man, I'm coming out of retirement. I still got my pads. I still got my last set of college pads in the back room. Those are the ones that Dom wore. If anyone remembers the Dom in the pads. Do I still have the picture of Dom in the pads? Let me see. Let me see if I still have the picture of Dom in the pads. I have to. Oh, yeah, I do. Here we go. That's Dom. That's Dom wearing my old shoulder pads from college. Because I kept my last set of pads. That's Dom and the Phil Simms autograph helmet wearing Online Big Blue's last set of shoulder pads. They don't even have to give me pads, man. I'm ready. I got them all ready to go. JJ McCarthy or Drake May will be our next franchise quarterback. I would take Drake May. I really would if I had to. The Eli Apple pick was beginning of the end of the decade for the Giants. Robert says, All Hallows Eve, the night teams are dead. Can help others by reaching the Super Bowl. Go Hawks. You missed super chat. Did I miss a super chat? I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry, Zach Attack. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for the big old super chat as well, Zach Attack. The Giants outjet. I don't know if I missed that, Zach, more than the fact that I didn't want to read it. The Giants outjetted the New York Jets themselves. Yes, and I even snorted on that one. Oh, Zach, that was pretty good. That was actually really good. Let's see. Loungefly says Marin's running the team. Jerry Jones is honest about it. Marin thinks he's the smartest guy in the room, and people don't know any better. They always say if you think you're the smartest guy in the room, you're usually the dumbest. Joe Rev says Jones is Marin's illegitimate son. That's why Dable wasn't told. You could be right. Everyone's blaming Tommy DeVito. Everyone's blaming Tommy DeVito slide down. Barkley is the emergency quarterback. I know. What does Jeff say? Big fan of the show. Well, thank you, Jeff. I'm glad you could come on board. What do you think about the Giants going after? I like the kid from Michigan. I heard recently that he was going to declare. I did not know if he was going to declare for the draft. He's another guy. Once we get a little bit into the college season, get a little bit more towards the taking a look towards the end of the year, I'd be curious about. I do think he'd be an interesting fit for the Giants. What's going on, Tim? Good show as usual. Watch how the Giants rip off 8 straight wins, as we all do this uncalled for run, and we get the 30th pick in the draft. We're not ripping off 8 straight wins. I wish we were, Mr. Weaver. I wish we were, but I don't think we are. Greatness says, what does Greatness say? What do you think the Giants will do with the 2nd round pick? Draft another offensive lineman. I think you're building assets because I do think that they will be a potential trade. I am under the feeling that if you don't trade Saquon Barkley, and a couple people have brought this up before, if you don't trade Saquon Barkley, maybe you're taking a quarterback in the 1st round next year. Because what's a better safety net to have for a quarterback, or especially a new quarterback, than to have a wonderful running back? But why trade Saquon when we don't have anyone else? Because of the fact that you're not going to pay Saquon, and you're just not going to pay him. Caleb. Big Greg says Caleb. How much could Matt Barkley really want? $1 million? You're probably going to get him for a veteran minimum. If you sign him to the practice squad, he gets the practice squad number, the salary. He doesn't get his salary until he goes on the active roster, which then would be the veteran minimum. And it wouldn't be for the entire season. It would be for the game. Hey, Davey, what's up? We did steal the 2nd round pick. It's a Greek tragedy. It's an opus. I'm not going to do any more Shakespeare today. I have a nickname for Tommy DeVito. We call him Taxi. I like that. Mr. Weaver says, watch, Tim. I said it in the first, we're going on a stupid run. I wish we were going on a stupid run. Tim, I have to disagree with you. Malik Willis sucks. I don't think he's a fit for the system in Tennessee. He could disagree with me. It's fine. I don't care. It's all good. I don't get mad. I just get even. I'm just kidding. Frankie also says, this is what happens. Mara insists on Jones and Dable, and Shane wanted to tag him. Draft quarterback sit next year. You might be right. Stanley says, hey, Tim, this is the Giants making more trades before the deadline. I hope they do. Do you go to a full tank? I think you trade Adoree. If you can get a 2nd and a 5 for Leonard, you can at least get to me. I like the way Adoree Jackson, outside the penalty. Yes. I like the way Adoree Jackson's played the last 2 years. If you can get a 2nd and a 5 for Leonard Williams, you could easily get a 2nd and a 5 or a 2nd and a 4 for a quality corner, because they're a lot harder to find than defensive ends or tackles, really. I would trade for him. Shane has definitely made some good moves and trades. Name one. What's the good Shane trade so far? I'm just curious. Because Waller's not working out. Waller's got a hamstring issue. Shocking, I know. We only had one active tight end. We only had one tight end on the roster yesterday. We had 2 tight ends yesterday. Here's the thing that I also don't get. And maybe someone can explain it to me, because I'm not the smartest man, Johnny, but I do know what love is. How do you not IR Jones? How do you not IR Thomas? How do you not IR Neal? Open up some roster spots. 4-game IR. Come back. How do you not do that? How are you short-staffed on this roster? I remember a couple years ago, we were short-staffed on the. We only fielded like 51 guys because we couldn't afford to field 53 because we didn't have the cap space. But how do you not put these guys on the IR and just bring some guys in? What's up, Mark? Mike's. Let's see. Mike says Dable wanted to see how many games he could steal with Tyrant. I think you might be right with that. Isn't Matt Carroll available if they're looking for someone young to bring in? I don't like Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll's a little too slight a build for me. And if Tyrod Taylor got killed beyond this line, it's just Tim. Hey, Tim, can you use air quotes when you say star quarterback? Just asking for a friend. Star quarterback Daniel Jones. Ohio. What's up, Ohio, man? I haven't seen Ohio. Just for Ohio.
King of the almost sack.
Missed you, Ohio. Why did I ever leave Ohio? If someone could tell me what movie that is from, I will send you a King of the Almost Sack coffee mug. Let's see. Damn, in the basement again. I had to go in the basement. I just felt the need that this game had to go. I miss James. I just had to go in the basement. You know, it's just one of those things that you just, you know, you're just there in the basement. You know what? I feel, hold on, guys. I'm gonna run upstairs a minute. Oh, okay, that's better. All right. Just ran upstairs because I didn't want anyone to feel. So I didn't want to be in the basement too long. It's drafty down here. Montana said Dave's needs to get the injury secret. It's not helping. He's got a rib. We all got ribs. Dave Brown said he is ready to play. James Williams says hit that like. But hey, James, you want to come on a minute? Big James, you want to come on? I'm gonna put the thing in the chat, James, if you want to come on because I want to talk to you for a minute because you were here for the fiasco on Sunday. The Sunday stream. So James, I dropped the link in the chat, James, if you want to jump in. Mike Lee says Giants can't even go on an 8-game winning streak on Madden easy mode. Davey says a running back is a dime a dozen. Trade him if you can. I say you trade him if you can. Get something for him. Get some assets. I move on from Adoree. If anyone wants Paris Campbell, he doesn't play anymore. So I mean, I'll put a sign around Paris Campbell and trade him as well. I don't like the idea of a trade in Adoree Jackson. I really don't like that idea. But is he really going to be on this team when they get good? Are you really going to give him a second contract? Send him over to Philadelphia. Everyone else goes to Philadelphia. Why not? Michael says, I'm drafting a quarterback at first, an O-line in the second, and a D-lineman in the fourth and fifth. I like it. Sold. Jim Harbaugh is Sally, never leaving Michigan. He would lead the Giants back to the promised land as long as Mara run things. The problem with I think he's leaving Michigan because he's got that whole thing. He's got the whole scandal thing going on. Hank says, why are you guys discussing drafting a quarterback when we have our fancy Danny Grimes? Stole $160 million, didn't even use a gun. OG says they won't pay McKinney as well. Oh yeah, if you're not gonna, I keep forgetting about McKinney. You already talked about not paying him. If you think Isaiah Simmons is the answer for McKinney, then you get rid of McKinney as well. You could probably get a second. Well, McKinney is going to be a little bit. Oh no, Leonard Williams' contract is out either. You know what? The other thing about Leonard Williams' contract that a lot of people are missing because they're like, it freed up $9 million in cap space. We are paying the majority of Leonard Williams' remaining salary. Everyone else is aware of that, right? We are paying the majority of his remaining salary to trade him. So basically, we bought a 2 and a 5. Wow. That was pretty impressive. Thank you, Leonard Williams. This is what my Seahawks was missing in front line. If you're a Seahawks fan, you got Leonard. Who gets the King sound effect button? It's Montana. It's retiring.
King of the almost sack.
After Sunday's show, this Sunday, King of the Almost Sack will never be played again. So make sure you come on Sunday's stream because what we are going to do is we are going to give away King of the Almost Sack paraphernalia. I got to bring in James. He's looking dapper. I'm in the attic. He's in the basement.
Yeah, that looks crazy.
I got to bring in my brother here.
I'm in the base. I'm in the garage. You in the attic.
I haven't talked to you since the game. I've texted you. Oh, no, I did talk to you. I talked to you this morning. I called you. You called me this morning.
Yeah, real quick.
First, let's get to Leonard.
Good trade. Good trade.
Now,
Good
to the point I just brought up, because it just kind of dawned on me, we're paying the majority of his salary this year. So basically, yes, it's a good trade because you got a 2 and a 5, but technically, we bought a 2 and a 5. It's like in the NBA when you buy a first round draft pick. When you buy a first rounder. That's kind of what we did. I literally didn't dawn on me till this exact second.
Well, it's kind of like when you got some junk in your house or your backyard and you want somebody to just come get it. And you're like, just come get this, please. You got a dump truck. I'll pay you. Just come get this and get it out my yard. That's what we did.
So basically, what you're telling me is we got Leonard Williams out of our yard.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff in the yard. Like some stuff we're gonna keep, and some stuff we got to get rid of.
I love Walter here, right? Saying we gave up a second round. We gave up a second round pick for a washed up Leonard Williams. I like it. I guess he is a Seattle. He's a Seattle fan.
Oh, okay.
I need you to explain something to me, James. I think you need to explain it to the chat.
Okay. What up, chat?
You have a quarterback in Tyrod Taylor who's injury prone, hadn't started since 2021. You had the likes of Tommy DeVito as your backup, and for some unknown reason whatsoever, the Lords came down and said on the seventh day, Daniel Jones shalleth not play. But then all of a sudden, we find out today that the coaching staff, the training staff went to Brian, didn't tell Brian Dable on Saturday his $160 million man quarterback was ready to go. I like you know what? I don't even think I need an answer because I think the look just the look just gave it away.
I mean, okay, tomorrow's Halloween. Maybe this is not really Daniel Jones. Maybe this is his clone. Invasion of the Body Snatchers, old school throwback for some of y'all. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a pod people. Maybe it's a pod Jones. Maybe he'll actually throw a deep shot when he comes in now.
He's a pod. You know? He's a pod. Yeah.
The pod Jones. You know?
I got. What does Mr. Weaver say here? Do you agree with me, Tim, that that they have been starting to rebuild since after 2011 when we won the Super Bowl? You can even see Eli's decline coming that year. I do agree with him. I think this rebuild has technically been going on since 2012.
This is the longest rebuild I think any of us have seen. I maybe like we are the Jets. We have switched places with the Jets, y'all. After that game yesterday, like that's the kind of game the Giants usually pull out.
I just had a Carl Bankson for a minute.
That's what she said.
Sorry.
It's like I'm sitting there. I was like, "Oh,
now I want you to cry for me, baby, cry."
Poltergeist just took me out right there. But I honestly, man, you know what? Hold on, give me 2 seconds. I gotta say something to everybody because everybody in here actually has a brain.
Mike Lee says, "Dora, are you ready?"
No, go ahead. Shout out.
Mike Lee says, "That's not Doris Day song. I know you're old, but not that old. That was a Doris Day song. I'm not that old, but my father listened to music like that, and he made me listen to music. I know Kentucky Bluegrass. I know Al Jolson. I know songs that you would look at me like, how the hell does he know that song? Because my father listened to that stuff ad nauseum, and he was a stereophonic guy, so he would like have this shit playing throughout the house, like, yeah.
Wow.
But go ahead. Are you ready now?
Oh yeah. Real quick. Somebody in the chat just answered me this, and I know we've been talking about it, but
James has a question that needs to be answered.
Why, in God's name, do we have a quarterback on the roster taking up a spot that you don't even feel comfortable with letting him throw a forward pass, in over 2 quarters of football? I'm getting so tired of watching a quarterback wearing a Giants jersey go onto the field and he can't throw the ball. What are we doing in minicamp? What are we doing in the offseason? What are we doing in the preseason? What are we doing?
I have the answer right here.
I thought Daniel Jones was a Mara. Who's Tommy DeVito? Who is he related to?
Oh my God.
Crazy, man. I was dying yesterday. Like he's not going to throw it all at all. One time.
One time.
Nope.
One time.
Nope.
One time. Just once. I mean, we go back to when Christian McCaffrey had to take over for Brock Purdy, really, basically, when Purdy couldn't even throw anything. He was Wildcat / Purdy was still in the game, but he wasn't throwing the ball. They had a reason not to throw the ball. We have a guy that went to Syracuse, finished his career at Illinois, went through the entire training camp in the New York Giants, played extensively in the preseason.
Yeah.
And he is not allowed to throw the ball past a yard.
That's insane. Like, honestly, that's insane. Like, we just talk about basic football here. We have a quarterback on our roster taking up a spot that the coach in a game, when he actually had to go in, doesn't feel comfortable letting him throw a pass.
I'm gonna play a sound effect. I gotta play a sound effect for Davey.
No.
Oh,
What's your assignment? Kill the quarterback. Hit the tight end so hard his girlfriend dies. Kill everybody.
I don't know which one's my handsome younger brother, Tim. I don't know which one that is. I know I look a lot like Alvin Mack.
It's a classic movie, The Program, right there.
Oh,
Anybody didn't know that clip.
So you're saying I look like Alvin Mack?
Well, you know what? Yeah. You know what? Get out there on the field. We just lost King of the No Sack, so we need somebody to take a spot.
I want to talk about Kavon Thibodeaux a moment.
Yeah.
You and I could both agree he had 3 sacks.
Yeah.
He had a good game.
He did.
He had 9 tackles. Like I said, neither of us have ever said he was a bust.
No.
No, we just say we just think that maybe he's got 8 sacks on the year, but I do think it's very Marcus Golden-esque.
Consistency.
Consistent. We went through the stats earlier today. We're not going to go through the stats again. We went through the stats already and reference how he doesn't have any tackles or, again, in big spots in big games, but he comes up like 7 up against bad teams. But at the end of the day, James, and I posted this on Twitter, and this is like when I posted the epiphany that Tyrod Taylor was the first black quarterback to win a game for the Giants. Everyone on Twitter was like, it's like one of my most trended posts. I was shocked at thousands of likes. I was like, how do people not know this? And then I laughed though, because I think about Kavon Thibodeaux. Everyone talks about the great game. Everyone talks about how wonderful it is, but nobody wants to talk about the offsides penalty. Which stops the clock. Rob R0B, who's now on suspension, because of the fact that he told me on Twitter that the 5-yard penalty didn't mean anything. I had to explain to him, well, they declined the penalty, but what it did was stop the clock. Zach Wilson, in his infinite wisdom, tried to give the game away to the Giants because he threw it in the middle of the field twice, which you don't do when you have to go like 60 yards with no timeouts. But nobody wants to talk about the fact that was at least the second time I watched. I told it that my wife at one point in time pointed out during the third quarter that number 5 guy left early and they didn't throw the flag. It wasn't he was trying to time the snap. I get that. But if you're going to talk about the good, you're going to have to talk about the bad, because there you have the facts of life. And I don't think Tootie and Blair were sitting there on the field trying to play the game with him.
Tootie.
And I think at this point in time, we also just kind of need to address the elephant in the room. He made a mistake, and it's okay. But don't just say it's everyone else's fault, but the guy's fault. If they complete that pass to Lazard, 29 yards down the field, it took that second pass, took them almost 9 seconds to get to the line and snap it. They would have had to have run down 29 yards of the field, lined everyone up, and then spiked the ball. What, you're going to have 2-3 seconds left? Then you got to take a shot in the end zone.
Yeah, that's all they would have had that time left for.
So, like I said, we can all agree Kavon had a great game. We can all agree with that. He had a good game. He got paid. He did what he was supposed to do when he got drafted. But you cannot have this. We've talked about this before. This mamby-pambiness that lives in this world, that you can't just say, yeah, he fucked up.
Yeah, it's actually sad because the guy did play hard yesterday, and I did notice him. You know, he actually was like, his motor was actually being motored. He was actually motored. Yeah. Like, you know, and I've been kind of hard on him, you know, personally, but he did show up. But it sucks because, like you said, at the end of the day, facts are facts. He jumped off sides. trying to make a play. I get it, over eager. He was offsides before, they didn't call it, but that penalty definitely had an impact on the outcome of the game for anybody who doesn't think so. It stopped the clock. The Jets had no timeouts, like you just alluded to. If he did not have that penalty, the Jets would have only had time for a Hail Mary by Wilson into the end zone, which you never know if that would have went, but it would have been a Chuck deep. It would have been a Chuck, so that can't be glossed over. And a lot of things contributed to the loss yesterday. We're not sitting here. I'm not sitting here.
We're not saying we're solely blaming him, but
it was a domino effect. But that was a big domino. It was.
You can't overlook the fact that what happened. Mr. Alvarez says, I hope the Vikings take Jones. Oh Lord, please. We got everyone just giving James a good well wishes. Davey says, sorry. The Jets aren't much better. The Jets didn't need overtime to beat a Giant team. Ask Me says, Jones is coming back next week. Does anyone really care? Do you really care that Jones is coming back next week?
I care more of the fact, like you said, somebody put Pope prayer hands on him, excuse the phrase, and somehow all of a sudden the next day, well, I can go, coach. I'm ready to go.
But do you find it coincidental though that it came out about 9:00 in the morning, which is at the start of the media cycle after a bad loss, after a bad game. All of a sudden it comes out that we're sitting there, and as James said, the Lord laid his healing hands upon Daniel Jones. The rivers flowed, the doves cried. Daniel Jones is healed.
It's amazing.
Is anyone buying this bullshit?
It's amazing. Like, honestly, you have to really, in life, sometimes you have to really use your head and your brain. You got to really think outside the box. You got to take yourself out of the situation, take your feelings out, and really think about what just transpired. We just had our backup quarterback go down, who's injury prone, who's in his 30s. We had our third stringer go in there, who coaches don't even want him to throw a pass. And yet somehow our quarterback, who's missed the last couple games, on the next morning is cleared to play.
Just healed. Big L, I see you in there. We're going to get to you in a minute, Big L. I see it. Just nod your head. Just nod that big old noggin of yours. Just don't knock anybody out with it. It's hard being my friend.
It's rant time.
It's hard being my friend.
Where
the hell are you?
I'm getting Joe Judge vibes all over again. I'm running laps. Let's run laps.
For those who do not know,
sounds like a joke.
Big L Gigante is really running laps in his living room. And now he's disappeared. He's just felt so bad that he just left.
I'm running laps in my chair right now because we suck again, and we suck for a good time now.
Suck again.
We don't suck again. We just suck.
We just suck in general.
Pretty bad.
Big L, what is your epiphany of the fact that we traded
King of the almost sack?
There you go. Now I can see you.
Good riddance.
Yeah.
Thank you, but no thanks.
It's the kinder, gentler show.
No, it's we suck. We need to get better now.
We need to get better. I can see, you know what's funny? I can see everyone in the meeting room right now. You got Shane, you got Dave, you got Mara, you got Tish, and I see Shane coming and sitting in the big chair going, we need to get better.
I think Mara ripped into him. He probably said, how the fuck did we lose to the Jets? We gave that shit away. We riffed. How many times did we gift wrap it? There was so many times that we should have won that game. Like, what, to me, it's like, how did you not hold on to that ball? Like, I would have been kicking that ball as soon as they completed that pass. We would have ran some time out off that clock. What is Adoree doing, getting up and helping him get up?
We're nice guys. Jennifer says, we will all see how much Dable loves Jones when he runs him into the line 3 times in a row.
Oh.
Do you either one of you think that there was any thought process in Brian Dable's head that he just said, I may have a better opportunity to win with Daniel Jones. I mean, with Tyrod Taylor.
I mean, well, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, how did he not get? You know that he was getting cleared. Like DJ was getting cleared, and he had, what's his face, Danny, as a third stringer, and he wasn't going to let him throw the ball. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
It makes no sense. Chris says facts. Hurst for real says, what's up, everyone? What's up, Tim? What's up, James? James had to drop off for a second. I did not Carl Banks, James. Sorry, I didn't Banks you. He just had to, something just happened operationally on that side. I like Mike Lee when he says, you coach not to lose. That is why. I agree. The Giants are the replacements. But the problem with the replacements was they won.
They actually won. Yeah. I was like, they figured it out.
The Dallas team the entire team crossed the line. Shane Falco with that, with that big, with the big pass and the big run to, everything going to Clifford Franklin, I mean, at least they won.
We need Joe Kane, Paul Blake, Shane Falco, Willie Beeman.
Wait, you dropped a Paul Blake reference?
We need everybody off the bench.
We
Paul
just dropped
Blake,
a Mr. Ruff's reference.
Jamie Foxx. Go ahead.
Willie Beeman. We need everybody.
We need to get Hey Manu Manu, the center of Paul Blake's from
Sinbad.
Sinbad.
We need everybody, baby.
I haven't seen Sinbad do a comedy special in a while, so maybe he can.
How about Adam Sandler too?
We need the Water Boy. We need Bobby Boucher.
We need everybody.
Oh my God. What's the Ask Me says, now you're just being a mean ex-girlfriend. Come on, kid balled out. Dable blew the game. He did ball out. We're not taking away props from Kavon Thibodeaux, but you cannot literally with a straight face. Some fans can because they're fucking stupid. And I'm not saying you, Ask Me, but you can't literally sit there with a straight face and tell me that stopping the clock for the Jets with 0 timeout when Zach Wilson put it in the middle of the field was a good thing.
It was a really bad time to do that. Like that's a brutal penalty. We're not saying he didn't have he had a great game. He did. He had a great game. He should have had the closing sack.
Yeah.
I love this with Mr. Weaver. They showed it in slow. Yes, anything looks like in slow motion like it didn't happen. Game is played at real time, not in slow motion.
I mean, it doesn't matter. They called it.
They called it. He was offsides.
They called it.
He was clearly. What's funny because I'm watching the game, and I saw it, and I threw down the remote, and I'm like, damn it! I even told my wife, I said, it's a free play. It's a free play. I didn't think they were going to complete it for 29 yards down the middle of the field.
It's crazy. We were the home team yesterday, and I feel like the clock guy gave him an extra second on that last spike. Because I was like, damn, they got down there and lined up fast.
What's funny? I thought that too.
You know how I realized that we suck too?
How?
You remember the Buffalo game? How we ran the ball and we had no time? How the fuck did the Jets ran down for and still had 1 second left, and we were right there in the goal line, and we couldn't stop the fucking clock.
I'm telling you, the clock guy was on their side, and we were the home team technically.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that clock was speeding up to it was lightning fast.
We just suck, Big L. Like you said, when you suck, nobody cares. You don't get no favors. They're like, it's the Giants. They suck at that. We're like, nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Alex Ford says, Kavon going offside is just another example of the season not going our way. Last year, it doesn't happen. You're right. Last year, it's not a penalty. Last year, they put the flag in the pocket.
Last year, we got every break possible.
Every break humanly possible. Todd Taylor says, we need to sign Foles Wentz at least by the Eagles game and let them get some payback. OG says, John Mara won't draft a black quarterback. Y'all, it's going to be JJ McCarthy or Drake May.
Now, if we got a chance to get Caleb and we're number one, he's gonna take
Caleb. He's gonna have to take it. The media seems to be very easy on Daves. Do you think the media's Big Al? Do you think the media's been easy on Daves today?
Yeah, because he's got equity.
I have not been on Twitter for most of today. Oh, don't forget the damn like button. What the fuck? I gotta
hit that like button.
Yeah, 100 people in the room, and I gotta tell you, hit the like button.
Smash it.
Smash
Bash
it,
it.
crash it, hit it with a hammer and bash it. It's like,
I think they are getting a little. They're giving him a little pass on it.
do you think so?
He should be questioned. They should have been ripping him. Like, how did you not know that DJ was cleared? The day of, and why is he wasn't dressed? And why did you rule him out on Friday?
That's what I don't get, and that's what the world. Coach Dave says, guys, I'm honestly rooting for the losses. It doesn't make any sense to win. It's time to build this thing properly.
Yeah, but I don't know if the guys there are going to build it properly.
Well, that was going to be my question. Does anyone have a concern that the guys that we have in the building, outside of maybe Kavon now, Banks, maybe JMS, out of 2 drafts, maybe get 3 guys, and his free agents have been pretty much, not to be rude, but poopy. And then you have your trade for Waller, and he's out with a hamstring.
So not to mention, the glow is not glowing.
The glow is not glowing. He's not reached the upper level. His mind, body, and soul are not one.
No.
Well, let's play House of Cards in politics for a minute, right? Let's say this. I'll play devil's advocate to you. Let's say Mara, which we all believe really did influence the signing of Jones, right?
Right.
If we all believe that, and that's factual, then honestly, Shane's moves have been handicapped ever since the ink has been on that contract. So I'll give him a little bail and say that if he's actually given free reign to do what he really, really wants to do, hopefully he'll actually draft who he wants and build it the way he wants. I think he had to do a makeshift rebuild, reshift. Okay, we're going to try to win again after we beat Minnesota last year. We had a lot of expectations that we just flushed down the toilet already. So I'll shoot him a little bail and say that if Mara really did influence him, which we all believe, conspiracy, but we all believe that to have happened, then he's never really given a chance to build this team up. Like maybe he was building for the future, but also building for the present. And some of his moves, we're not sure. Just going to shoot him a little bail, because the guy I'm worried about, honestly, is Dabo. Because his press conference, if you watch it, his answers, he's kind of smug with the Belichick. And it's like, first of all, yesterday, nobody asked him about Tommy DeVito and why did he let him throw a pass. That's kind of insane. So
why did he had -1?
Like we ended the game with -9 passing yards. That's like, and we went into overtime, and we had -9 passing yards.
22 seconds away from winning the damn game.
If we had -10 passing yards, we would have took it.
It's like I'm a little. I hate to say it. Like Shane, I'll shoot him a little bail, but Dabo, I gotta be honest, man. Some of his moves, man, we started the year off, y'all, 40-0 at home.
Don't remind me, I was there.
Yeah, I was saying, don't remind us we were there.
I told Tim,
we was there. And
what did I say to you? I told Tim, this shit's about to it's about to be a 40 burger, and it was 26.
We were 25-0. And I looked at Big Al and I said, I'm not concerned, man. I think we got, we can do something here. We can do something.
We can do something.
You looked at me and you looked at me and said, they might score 50. And of course, we're sitting right next to a Cowboy fan.
Oh my God.
Just giving it to us.
Oh my God.
But the highlight was ending up at the Applebee's.
Yeah.
So that was the highlight. Getting drunk in the Applebee's. So, that's the highlight of the night. And we watched the rest of the game in the Applebee's too.
Yeah, that was just a hot mess.
Oh, that was a hot mess. That was a hot mess.
That was the omen, to be quite honest. That shit was an omen.
It was. It was.
Because I don't think we've actually recovered for any of. Look at our offense, how fucking putrid. Outside of the Arizona game, it's just, God, what the fuck? What are we?
We are bad.
How do we move the ball?
We're bad.
Yeah, we're bad. We're just a very bad team.
We're knock. Who's there? Not good.
No.
Like Arizona is they only have 1 win, but they're better than us. Yeah. They play harder. Well, Dobbs has been a more consistent quarterback than what we've had throughout the season.
So what you're saying is we need an astronaut.
Yeah, we need the astronaut farmer.
We need the astronaut farmer to come in. You know what the problem is? We don't have an astronaut.
We don't have cadets. We don't have nothing. The guy we put in can't even throw.
According to Davey, we need Kathy Ireland.
I can't believe you say that. He can't even throw, and he's supposed to throw.
You understand? That rule. I don't get me started.
An oxymoron. He's a quarterback, but he can't throw.
And Dabo's really sitting there at the press conference talking about, well, we decided that, we just wanted to hand the ball off. And I know we were doing that a lot, but that's the game plan. We decided, what kind of game plan is that? Not let the quarterback throw the ball. I'm sorry. I can't. We've been watching 5 years of really bad quarterback play. Like somebody said in the chat, from Jake Fromm to Mike Glennon to Danny DeVito's cousin.
Tommy.
A big shout out to Mr. McCormick. Happy birthday to me. Just left Del Frisco's. Great steak dinner with my lovely wife. Happy birthday. I forgot.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. McCormick. And many more. Davey says, like in Rocky 4, the Jets stole the Giants. You will lose. Sal says we need a top flight quarterback. No one wins without one. So are we saying we don't have a top flight quarterback? Or can we adjust? Can the three of us, the brain trust, the giant brain trust from the attic, from the fancy living room? Daniel Jones isn't. I mean, are we looking at the fact that we're not wanting to start Tommy DeVito next week?
Guys,
is that what we're saying?
We're going to Vegas, so might as well just go to the casinos and not show up.
We're not just gonna roll the dice. We're not going for the hard 7.
We got to also disparage this notion, because I see it a lot in social media and some content creators that just stupidity that I've actually heard people say, well, just because we bring in a good quarterback, it doesn't mean that we're gonna actually be better. Huh?
I love this. I love this one from J Ham though, because this is my point. This is why I think they should sign me. How can you be in the NFL and can't throw the ball? I cannot throw the ball. Hell, I can't run. So you can. But
guys,
I offer my services to go in.
But you know what's really insane? I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. We all watched him throw in the preseason. Watch him throw. I seen it. All these people with the signs. Oh, DeVito. And then he gets in the game. How about this? Seriously speaking, talking about Paul Blake and Shane Falco, right? If you're a third-string quarterback, you don't know when you're going to get a chance to get in the game. You're going to tell me you want to get in that huddle and go, F that, boys. You go this way, you go that way. We're going to go on 2, and I'm going to complete this pass.
Well, first of all,
come on, man.
First of all, Shane Falco, after the Sugar Bowl disaster, he tried to carry the team in Seattle and just didn't work. And Paul Blake had to leave college because his dad died. So he couldn't go back. So, they have excuses. Tommy DeVito, to your point, was actually in preseason. Actually played some games.
We've seen him throw. We saw him throw. His arm worked.
Wait,
it's evidence that he does throw the ball.
Wait. Are you sure? Because it is Halloween. Did we just imagine that we saw him throw the ball? Or did it really happen?
Oh, I get it. Oh, so he's a pod people too. That wasn't the real Tommy DeVito. That was the pod Tommy DeVito. His arm don't work. Oh, okay. Got it.
It was Donald Sutherland and the invasion.
He got a twin brother called Tommy too.
JM says this: we better just sign Cam Newton. And you are very welcome, Mr. McCormick, on your birthday. Hope everything is going well. Omega Supreme says, I am late. Autobots roll out. OG says Brock Purdy was drafted last. He can throw. You know what's funny? Brock Purdy with the torn elbow threw more in that playoff loss than a healthy Tommy DeVito throw.
Let me tell y'all something. I seen RG3 in the back in ESPN studio doing this, like I better get warmed up.
Warming up, man. I'm warming up.
Better get
Coach.
Oh, wait.
Giants might need somebody.
RG3 ran to the field and looked at the Giants and said, "Oh, wait, I can't. I'm black."
Oh. Oh, excuse me, yo. Woo, that was a good one. Yo. Oh my God, man.
Big
Oh, wait, it's the Giants. I will never play. Don't pull a Geno Smith on me.
Here's the question. It's either A, B, or C. Which one of us could play for the Giants as quarterback?
Well, not me.
No, not you. You're Hispanic. Nope, not you.
Not me. Definitely not the Latino guy.
There's only one out of the three, A, B, or C.
He's gonna look at me like, shouldn't you be upstairs flipping burgers and hot dogs and serving beer?
That's just for Evan Neal.
Well, no, you just got to do the Tony Romo and only be Mexican during Hispanic Heritage Month.
Tommy DeVito's first
Arriba, arriba, arriba.
Oh, wait. Just because he's racist.
Oh God, Speedy Gonzalez, you pulled that out. Oh my God.
And the Tapatio Award.
Oh my God.
Tapatio Award for performance of almost an NFL quarterback goes to Tommy DeVito.
Yo.
Something wrong with my desk. We could have Tommy DeVito throw the ball. Yeah, it would be all right. Omega says, I'm going to have to watch the replay. Who's next to the Trinity Block? Sorry if I missed it. I'm going to go. I'm going to go Adoree Jackson.
He needs to go.
I think you got to go Paris Campbell. I personally would trade Saquon. Unless you're planning on drafting a quarterback next year, then you can have the potential and you have some kind of gentleman's agreement with Saquon that you're going to sign him. I would trade Saquon as well.
If you're Saquon, would you trust that?
No.
If they're like, hey, I could trade you, or we're going to sign you later if you decide you want to stay. Like, but like if they actually gave you the option, we can explore, actually try to find you a spot, or just give us some time, some patience. We'll work something out. I promise. Like, why would you believe that?
I love this. Can't believe you're lying. And eyes rolling. Michael says, I'm just tired of losing.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're about to be
I'm just having a good time. OG Naga just having a good time. We got the Mandela effect of Tommy DeVito's arm. Oh, my God. There's something seriously wrong. I love Omega Supreme because Omega Supreme got it right. He goes, not A or B. Only C is allowed to play for the Giants, and that's just racist.
Oh, God, man.
Oh my goodness gracious!
You know what? Hold on. I gotta get this out. This is a horrible joke. Don't let this leave the chat. All right. Don't tell nobody but the chat.
Don't tell nobody.
We have two white quarterbacks on our roster who can't throw down the field. The only guy that can throw down the field is the old man quarterback who just got his ribs hurt
and still in the hospital. And that's the other thing. He's still in the hospital. Can we just, not just from a professional football standpoint, but just as a standpoint of human beings, can we just get an update? Like, is he okay?
To me, it's more than ribs.
Yeah, it's got to be something because you're still, my wife.
I don't want to, I just want to speculate. I think it has something to do with his lung.
That my wife, who has a degree in biology, said the same thing. She's like,
it has to do with
what he has and what he felt and the way he was in pain. She was worried that he had a punctured lung.
He could, lacerated lung.
I've had a punctured lung. That shit sucks. I'll tell you that. And I can tell you when he hit the floor, I looked at my man and I said, "Oh no!" I said, "Brother, man, his OG is hurt.
We're screwed."
Like, oh no! Like. He's really hurt, man. And if we're waiting on Dable for an update, then please, that guy, God, man, I'm starting to wonder about that guy for real, man. Coach of the year on the hot seat?
Dude, that's a good question. I wanted to the chat too. Do either one of you think? I personally don't think Dable's in the hot seat. Do anyone think he's in the hot seat right now? I don't. I think you have a good. Unless he keeps doing some judging and stuff like he does now to get himself fired, so when Sean McDermott gets fired in Buffalo, he can take that job. Do you think he's in the hot seat at all?
No, I think he's built up equity. He went to the playoffs last year. The team is still, I guess, playing to a. They're still fighting, I guess, especially on the defensive side.
Defense, yeah.
The offense is just so putrid.
That's
the only thing that's negating him, because how are you an offensive coordinator and you can't even build a NFL offense right now? Because your offense looks like it's not even college.
We actually have a report from the hospital. I just found this from the Giants medical staff.
Ronnie Barnes.
Jesus has made an appearance, and Tyrod Taylor will be available for Sunday. It's divine intervention. But nobody told Brian Dable.
That's what she said.
You mean my cousin Jesus?
Jesus.
I know him. He works at the hospital too.
I know him.
We're going the wrong way here. Omega Supreme says Tim is option C, which stands for Caucasian. Irish Rover in his house. Hey guys, for sale sign at MetLife.
No, for sale sign. You mean
5 for
1?
Buy it now. Breaking news: Terry Bradshaw has just cashed in his Social Security to sign. Is they have released Tyrod Taylor from the hospital. Okay, so that's good.
Oh, good.
Tyrod left the hospital. He's back in the building. See, he's healed.
Just for making a joke.
Tyrod was released from the hospital this a.m. He left at 10 a.m. Well, I haven't been around, so forgive me, people. I haven't been around. I've been busy. Jim Harbaugh is available. Would you go for? I would go for Jim Harbaugh, but I'm not giving up on Dable unless he continues to do, I don't know, stupid things.
Like, let's ask that though, brother. Is there a possibility that if he actually Amber Heard's the bed enough these last 9 games that we're actually sitting there wondering, should we get rid of him? Because he threw 3 straight passes to say backwards passes to Saquon. I don't even know what that was. Like, I had Joe Judge flashbacks when those plays happened. I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
What's funny is this. I would not have gotten that reference if it wasn't for my wife, who made me understand the Johnny Depp trial and follow it. I would not have gotten that reference. And sadly to say, I get that reference.
I know.
Who thought at the end of the second season, until Joe Judge kind of went stupid and just started saying nonsensical things, that he basically got himself fired?
Yeah.
Unless to me, Brian Dable just goes off the deep end, I think he's going to be back. I mean, you can't keep changing head coaches. He was coach of the year a year ago. I mean,
and he was, but this team seems to be cursed with the coach of, you look really great one year and then you come back the next year and it's like, what happened? I don't want to say we're in that same line again, but I got to be honest, man. Again, coach of the year to first game out the gate, 40 nugget. Then the rest of the season, the offense just looks horrible. Even in the Arizona game, we were down 28-7.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a hit.
Like, it's like, oh, he's back.
It's
back.
It's hello. Okay. This is Jesus, your time life operator. No burritos today. Sorry, I could do that. I'm
just you're gonna be a heel coming down.
No, we have family, so I'm safe. You won't hit me in front of family. Oh no, that's not true.
I was just saying, yeah.
I'll show you the knife mark.
It's called a chancleta. It's coming right in your head. Pop.
He knows it too. Big Al, he knows it too.
Yeah, he knows. Look, he just
I try not to get any more red.
He knows the chancleta is coming. Whoop! It's like a boomerang. He goes right back to him too.
It's like a boomerang.
Oh man!
Oh, goodness gracious! Great balls of fire. Montana says, "What would happen if we petitioned Mara for ticket refunds?" He would laugh and say,
"You get a free Pepsi."
He's a
Comedian.
billionaire.
you morons, you paid me in advance. He would say. Amanda herded the bed.
He is. Dabo Amber herded the bed yesterday badly.
I love it. If Daniel Jones plays on Sunday, he'll get hurt again with the O-line. Dallas definitely hurt him on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I can't even think of that.
I can't even think about the Thanksgiving game.
Yeah, that's come on, guys. I'm still getting over yesterday. That's way too far to think about.
Do you think we win against the Raiders? Now you got Crosby and patrolling that defense in Las Vegas. So he's gonna get some giddy up.
I mean, the guy, like Big L said, the guys are gonna go out, hit the town, hit a couple clubs. They're gonna be out there. They may not show up ready to go. May show up like the Hangover. I don't know, man.
Yep.
That breaks. Oh, I know where they're going. We just opened it up. We want everyone to know, if you're looking for the best place to go get your poppycock, it's on the Vegas Strip. It's going to be the improved version of Poppycocker. So if you're looking for the best place to go to get your poppycock,
Vegas style.
You're there.
Vegas style.
Poppycockers.
Yeah, no, it's done.
Don't let your wife Lorena bob at you.
Yeah, she about to chop you up and feed you.
The problem is, she's got a bad back, so she's not allowed to lift heavy things. Sorry.
Oh, that's a chunk collector coming.
You about to feel it again.
You just felt something going. I felt a wisecrack. I should throw this, but I won't.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Oh my god! I just still love Amanda herded it. Who we are? We're on Thanksgiving. Yeah, we're on Thanksgiving. Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Oh
Christmas
God!
Day.
Christmas too?
No, not Thanksgiving. We're not doing Thanksgiving.
I thought we were doing I thought we were on Thanksgiving. We're not on.
No, that was last year.
I know we're on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, and we're on New Year's Day.
We're on Christmas. God. I think we're on Christmas Day, if I'm not mistaken. That's the Eagle game.
And I know we're on New Year's Eve.
God, no.
That's the Eagle game, and I don't think we play on Thanksgiving. It's the week of Thanksgiving, but we don't play.
We'd play. Let's see. We play November 26th, which is the Patriots game. I don't know what day Thanksgiving is.
That's our next home game.
Thanksgiving's November is the 23rd.
20. Okay.
Is the 23rd. So we play on New Year's Eve, and we play on Christmas Day.
Yep.
Oh,
wow.
Horrible present.
So there's two games. So there's two games I'm not going to be watching.
Yeah, I'm DVR that one. I'll torture myself later.
Just to let everyone know, that those that don't know, because we're doing this today, we're not having a stream tomorrow. So just so you know, even though we had the stream today, because tomorrow is James what?
Halloween.
Can you dig it? It's Halloween tomorrow, so of course there's gonna be no stream. We're gonna be trick or treating. We're gonna be doing all the stuff with the kids and
Doing
Big
fun
L.
stuff.
Big L, I know you got kids, so I know you're gonna be busy.
Yeah.
And I know James is just gonna be.
I'm gonna get into some trouble.
He's gonna be living the life. That's all that matters. Tim will never see it coming. Wow, what's the exact says? My 5'2" Russian Venezuelan former lacrosse player girlfriend can throw a football better than DJ.
Probably can.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Is
saying
she-
all that.
Is she available for Sunday?
Listen, it's equality now. Women can do stuff. We're gonna have to put her out there and give her a shot, man. Seriously.
How long before Saquon Barkley's gone? So trading deadline's tomorrow.
Yep.
Correct?
Yep. 4 p.m.
Is it 4 p.m. tomorrow?
I believe 4 p.m.
Guys, what are your predictions for the trading deadline? I'm gonna start with you, Big L. Giant predictions for the trading deadline.
I would ship McKinney. I would ship Adoree.
No, but who? Not who you would ship. Who do you think the Giants will ship?
I think McKinney is on the ship list.
Do you think
they already got the FedEx papers and
do you think
yeah.
that there's any teams out there that that are desperate enough to go after a quarterback? Because I'm seeing that there's some interest evidently in Kyler Murray being traded. They're talking, and I know it's not Giant related, but there evidently is some interest out there in Kyler Murray, which I don't know if they're going to trade him. But I mean, could the Giants make a splash? Could they make a move? Could they still make trades, you guys think, and maybe bring someone back in that could surprise us? Not Kyler Murray, because we know why. But because he's too small, James.
Sorry.
He's the midget quarterback.
Yeah, but we are running a circus, so we do need midgets for circuses.
And he's black. But he's small, James, okay?
Sorry. Well, we got Papa Smurf.
Yeah, we got Wandell. What are you talking about? He fits right in.
Daniel Jones couldn't even see that guy. Who's like, hey, I'm here. God, well, in all fairness,
waving
his hand.
This has just gone off the rails as usual. Why the hell's anyone ever tuned into this?
But think about
it all the time, Pinky.
But we're not going to sit up here and blow smoke up y'all, you know what's like some of these other people do. Because honestly speaking, going forward, and I love everybody in the chat, and I'm gonna be real with you. What would you like somebody to tell you to look forward to going forward? What would you like to hear to make you feel better for these last 9 games?
What would give you the warm, fuzzy feeling that the Giants could, and I want to see in the chat, the Giants could say or do to give you any air of confidence that there is some light at the end of the tunnel and it's not a train?
Like, other than watching Kavon, develop, hopefully Evan Neal.
I would take Kavon. I would take a Kavon, Evan Neal development renaissance.
Banks, get a bit, like, other than watching the young guys develop, cool. But what is going to make you want to watch this mess on Sundays? Seriously.
Joe Rev says DJ to the Vikings. I'm down with that.
Yeah, shipping DJ, I would say.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you something. If Shane pulled that move off, you know what? Yo, he's the greatest GM ever.
Ship him for a 6th round, or I don't care, but ship him. At least get something.
If he got him out of the yard, oh my God.
I love this by Zag Attack, because this is James's favorite topic. Did you see that the Broncos trolled Travis Kelce by playing Shake It Off?
OGR's a Swiftie.
Everyone knows I stay out too late and I got nothing in my brain. But I'm just going to shake it off and not worry about anything.
You know what? Go ahead, El, my fault.
No, because I think Zach's girlfriend was a Swiftie too. He was saying last time.
I think
they had him shaking it off.
I think you're right. Giants receivers should have a Kmart blue light special. Lights offered to their helmets so DJs can see them. That would be great with DJ put the little lights on their head. He would go,
hey, what's that thing over there? I better not throw it over there. There's a light over there. It might be a wall.
DJ would be like,
can I get a price check on toilet paper in aisle 7, please?
No, DJ, you throw the ball.
How about we red stripe them like Tim said?
Yeah,
put a big old red stripe.
Holmes, Zimenez need to be traded too. I don't think you're going to trade Holmes. Nobody wants Zimenez. Nobody wants.
Wow, Zimenez.
Adoree, Campbell, and I really, the Saquon thing is like gut wrenching because
McKinney, you gotta get something.
The Saquon thing is like you said. If we keep Saquon, then I would firmly believe that we're getting a quarterback. We're keeping Saquon.
We're getting a quarterback in 2024 in the draft.
So, but if we get rid of
somebody,
that's what we get rid of Saquon. What are we going to do for us?
You would be jumping off the walls. Like, who are you? Like, how are we ever gonna might as well just give up. Yeah,
we're gonna have Matt Breida. It's all good.
Eric the Gray.
It's the Mac. It's the Mac Breida bunch. What we
Oh,
got?
Man, it's Halloween out here. We got a bunch of ghouls and goblins on this team, man. Nobody's scared of them, though.
I think you guys aren't giving them enough confidence. I think we need confidence.
Confidence in what? Like,
I mean, the defense is playing good, like Big L. Big L, you said it. Big L, the defense played hard yesterday.
Yes,
they did.
See that? There we go.
defense gave you a chance to win. They gave you a chance to win.
Yeah,
The defense played well against a bad Jet offense, which was down 2 centers, a starting left tackle.
They gave you a chance to win.
But they played well.
Hey, they did good. Zach Wilson hit those humdingers in the middle.
Let's see. Jeff White. What does Jeff White says? What team would actually take Daniel Jones as quarterback? The Giants. Okay, we'll go to the next question. The only way a team would take him is if they came back with Saquon Barkley, her first round pick and a second round pick. You know what's funny? They still might do it.
Trade him as a package deal.
Trade him as a package deal. We're going to give you a 7th round pick for Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, and your first rounder. Sold.
Just take this out my lawn.
Hoodwink him.
That's why I say Shane will sit there like, I pulled the wool over their eyes.
Yeah, gotcha.
We'll play two-card Molly with me.
Christopher says at some point people do need to be held accountable. Kavon's getting number against bums. I don't think he's getting numbers against bums, but I do think his numbers are a little inflated. And I also do think that you have to give a lot of credit to the secondary. And to someone mentioned before, yes, it's a little Marcus Golden-esque. What if the Giants trade Daniel Jones, sign Saquon Barkley to a long-term contract? Would that be a better route to go? No one's going to take Daniel Jones. No one's going to take that poison pill.
He's injury prone.
No, he's not injury prone. He's healed.
But he's still prone to injury. I know he has the prayer hands, but he's still prone to get injured.
Divine intervention came in, James, and saved the Giants season by healing Daniel Jones. What is wrong with you? You know this. Namasteo.
Oh my goodness.
We have come in and we have made everything well with Daniel Jones. What is Christmas Waltz? Oh, I like this one too. Come on, everybody. It's the New York Giants. We're all happy together.
That's how we come onto the field. Like, remember
the field. Before you're right, we were remember the Titans.
Now we're coming on like, yay, we're gonna get smashed.
The mighty, mighty Titans. And now the Giants just come on, hey everybody, it's all good.
Come punch me in the face.
We should not.
We're the friendly Giants.
We're the friendly. We're
the friendly Giants. Come score on us. We don't like to win at home. Come on.
Oh,
we'll give you the game. We'll give you the game.
We'll wrap it, shrink wrap it, and give you the game.
I think you guys are just being a little too truthful.
That was bad yesterday, man. I know we've been saying that all night, but I just got to say again, just for clarity, that was bad.
It was not good.
That was bad.
It was what we would refer to in the NFL as a bad loss. Not a good loss. I mean, is there such a good thing as a good loss, though?
I do believe that. I do. Case in point, when we lost to the Patriots at the end of the year in 2007, that was a good loss. So there is such a thing.
I'm starting to think I'm going to have a new intro.
It was when we made that goal line stand in Washington.
I am really starting to think we're going to get away from. All right, everyone. This is New York Giants Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blues LLC. This is Tim. This is Big L. This is James Williams, and I think I'm going to change it. Welcome, everyone. This is the Happy Giant. We have Big L and our friend James Williams. Why don't you come on along and be with us as we lose to the New York Jets? I like it.
We lost to Zach Wilson.
What is Mr. Weaver said? Hey guys, I'm still talking about. Hey guys, do you still think said F this? We shouldn't have went on OT. We should have won the game, gave the Jets the game because Wink was pumped. We got the stop.
Wink was pumped. He was pumped. For about 30 seconds.
JM says we're.
Yeah, he got punked too.
JM says we're.
Till they took the game away from him.
Till he went to get. He was not happy. He was not. I didn't see the Flavor Flav national anthem.
Oh my God! You didn't see Flavor Flav?
I've been busy all day. I told you I got relatives in the house.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav was singing the national anthem.
Did he do well?
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
I cannot play Insane Clown Posse because I get in trouble because that music's licensed. I play non-licensed music here on BB because I have a license to this thing that allows you to play non-licensed music. What is Heavenly Swell Deep Harp?
Oh, that's Daniel Jones' prayer hands. That was opened up.
Jones' prayer hands.
That was he's healed.
I'll be there in a minute. Be there in a minute.
Watch out, chancleta warning. Chancleta warning.
It's a 2-minute chancleta warning.
You gave the 2 minute. You gave the 2 minute warning. It's gonna come.
That'll be the 2-minute chancleta warning.
Oh my goodness, you guys are you're just something seriously wrong with all of you. All right, let's see. You need no need to change your intro. The cool song, right? I wasn't lying. We're not gonna change. All right, guys. Before we head out for Halloween for mañana, James, Big L. I'm gonna start with James. Any last final thoughts?
Yeah, just watch something scary because this season is real spooky.
I already watched the Giants. What's scarier do I need to watch?
You know, Predator 2, Aliens 2, my man Bill Paxton. 2 movies just to shout out. And honestly, guys, you know what? Let's just buckle up, strap in, pour us a shot, and it's gonna be a long 9 games. I love y'all. That's all I got to say.
The problem is now solved, though. The problem is now solved, James. Caleb Williams is now identifying as Caucasian.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Stop it. I want to make a Tiger Woods joke so bad.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh, you mean like the Chappelle draft? The Chappelle race draft?
The Chappelle draft, yeah.
We've already gone down the Primrose path.
For white chocolate. I'm about to trade Daniel Jones for Josh Allen. Come on. Let's just do it. Come on.
Wait a minute. We got the warning.
Oh, there you go.
All right, guys. I appreciate everyone hanging in for so long. I appreciate the 85 people that still stayed left for this.
Oh wow, that's crazy. 85.
This went left. Sorry, y'all. This went
left quick, and it's great because we got the game on now, so we still got 85 people in the chat. So I appreciate everyone hanging in as long as you did. This is Tim. This is New York Giants Straight Talk, powered by Online Big Blue LLC, with the special guest of James Williams, the Big El Gigante, bringing you all Giant news and everything else that's unfit to print. Appreciate you having coming in, dropping out. Have yourself a safe Halloween, and we are. Say, guys.